Hey y'all, welcome back to the Discontent Millennial. Today, I'm going to be doing a thrift haul. Now, this isn't technically a thrift haul because I didn't technically get any of these things from a thrift store. I got them from a friend of mine who got them from various thrift stores, garage sales, estate sales, things like that. So here's what happened. I have a friend who, like myself, enjoys all things vintage and thrifting and hunting for treasures in the most unusual places. And she posted on Facebook that she was doing a clean out and needed to get rid of some things. And she had posted some kitchen canisters. And I just happened to be lucky enough to be the first one who saw them. And I commented that I wanted them. So this is an example. I didn't bring the whole set in, but I absolutely loved the color. I'm planning on doing the sewing room in blues and greens once I get it all decorated. It's still a work in progress, but I thought these would go a long way towards making it that. Now, the tops are missing, so she was planning on using them as planters. I will be using some of them as planters, some of them to hold and hide stuff, and I might actually go on Amazon and see if I can find cork tops to fit on them, but I just absolutely love the color. And they say flour, sugar, tea, coffee, and cookies, and they're various sizes and absolutely adorable. So I was planning to go pick those up after I got off work because she lives very close to where I work, and she messaged me again and was like, hey, I have a picnic basket. Would you like a picnic basket? And I was like, yeah. Who doesn't want a picnic basket? I've been looking for one for ages, but of course, COVID-19 has put a damper on thrifting. So I got lucky and my awesome friend gave me this amazing picnic basket. This thing is big enough that I can put in multiple bottles of wine. Now, my friend, I like to refer to her as the picnic queen because she has the most amazing picnic baskets. They are always envious and they look like something you would see in a romantic comedy. So I can only hope that I live up to her legacy and put this picnic basket to good use. Now to the good stuff, the clothes. I know that's why you're here. Clothes, home decor, all the things that people like to get at thrift stores. So I have an awesome picnic basket and some canisters which will hopefully be put to good use very soon. And now for the main event. So some of these things I will be using as is, and some of them I will be altering quite drastically. Some of them just need a few tweaks, but I digress. The first item is this sweater. Is this not amazing? So it's a very lightweight knit and it's got these little beads around the neckline and around the sleeves. I'm gonna have to be very careful laundering it, but I just thought that this was very late 80s, early 90s grunge kind of look. I like it for those spring days here in Oklahoma where it starts out cold in the morning and then it goes to warm in the afternoon and then it's back to chilly in the evening. And today it is dreary and rainy and I think we just now hit 70. So this sweater has been absolutely perfect for today. So I absolutely love it just the way it is. So it is not going to change at all. Now, the next item is right here over my shoulder and this is absolutely amazing. So let me show you this beautiful, beautiful dress. So it does button like this. I was just lazy and I didn't do it. So it has two buttons, if I can get it button. Has two, goodness, it's harder to do on another person. It's got two buttons here at the waist. It's quite substantial here in the shoulder, but she looks cute. This is very much bringing me like Dolly Parton 9 to 5 vibes. I absolutely love it. So my plan for this garment is I may switch out these two buttons here because these are very much aging the garment. But I looked it up and this is actually a designer jacket. The designer is still around, but this is obviously an older piece. My next idea for this is, so it has this part here that kind of wraps around your waist and it buttons inside. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a button on the inside over here so that I can button this back like this. And then I can also not just wear it as a dress, but I can wear it as a jacket or a duster jacket. So that's my plan for this beauty, and I love it, even though it is very, very 80s with these huge shoulder pads. Next up, I have this floral number here. When I saw this, I don't know how well it's going to show on camera, but when I saw this, I was like, oh, the big bold print thing is kind of in. I can do that. So it's got a button placket down the front, and then this weird elastic waistband, and this collar, which it's not a pussy bow collar because they're not long enough. They're just barely long enough to tie right at the neck, so I'm not really sure about those. The sleeves are all right. All I was gonna do was take off this bottom and then hem it up so that it would be a button-up shirt, and then I might take in the sleeves just a little, or I might just leave them the way they are because they're kind of billowy. They do need a button replaced on the sleeves, but that's easy enough. You see that side does have a button. And then I got it home and I put it on, and I just kind of felt like a grandma. So I may keep this piece, I may not. Ooh. See, this is why you have to look them over very carefully, because I actually just found a hole in the front of the garment, which does alter how I plan to use it. We shall see on this one. It may stay, it may go, I don't know. When I was on the way over to pick up the picnic basket and the canisters, she texted me and was like, hey, there's gonna be some totes of vintage clothes on the front porch. You're welcome to whatever you want out of it. So I basically got to go to the thrift store without going to the thrift store, and we social distanced properly because I came and picked up the items on the porch. I dropped off her sourdough starter in a cooler on her porch. We never had contact with each other. So the next item is same designer. It's this rope and bridle and bit thing. It's only got a half placket, the same weird band at the bottom that I don't really like. And the sleeves are not quite as billowy, so it just has this normal collar on it. I was gonna do the same thing with this one. I was just going to take this band off and then just put a regular hem down at the bottom. This is very, I feel like 80s kind of cowgirl chic look. The color suits me really well, so I will probably keep this one. I'm not 100% sure on that or not. There are some tags still on these from the store that they were being put on consignment in, but I did not get them from that store. I got them from my friend. The next item is this pleated midi skirt. It hits me about right here, which isn't the most flattering part of my body, I will admit. I could wear it lower, but at my natural waist, it hits like a perfect midi length, and I think it's gonna look really cute with some solid colored t-shirts for spring and maybe for fall. So this item I'm keeping exactly the way that it is. It's not going to be changed at all. The next one, well, I don't know about this one. So I got it because I kind of liked the color. And then I got it home, and I don't know if I like the color as much as I thought I did. The shirt fits really well. My main issue is this ruffle that runs all the way around from hem up the front, around the neck, and then back down. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take that off without completely deconstructing the shirt, which I do not want to do. If I can't figure out a way to do that without deconstructing the shirt, I don't know if you can see, it's sewn between the facing and the outer shirt, just like it should be. If I cannot get that out without completely demolishing the shirt, this one is probably just going to be passed along to someone else who wears more ruffles than I do. Now this next piece I am really excited about. It is a beautiful batwing oversized sweater. Let me just tuck that in there. So this sweater, I love it. It's like a little mock neck, and it has these appliques and this little tassel, and it's kind of a batwing, and it is made out of a faux quilted sweatshirt material, a really light sweatshirt material, and it's so soft on the inside, and it's so comfy, and I just adore this one. This one is staying exactly the way that it is. It's verging on kitschy, but I like it, and that's all that counts, right? This next item absolutely breaks my heart, and I don't even know what to say. So it is this absolutely, oh, excuse my dog who's decided that she's gonna wake up. It is this absolutely amazing 60s mod red dress. It's made out of a nice thick material, and on the back of it, it's got this really pretty bow detail, and the whole back is open except for where this bow sits. But this dress is a size 12. I wear a size 4. I can sometimes get away with a size 6. And if it were a size 6 or a size 8, I would probably be able to take it in just enough that I could get away with wearing it. But being a size 12, it sits where the collar is supposed to sit right here. It sits on the edge of my shoulder, so it keeps slipping down. And I am so heartbroken, but I will find somebody who will love this dress just as much as I will. And they can have this gorgeous dress. So next up is a, I'm going to say probably in the 90s. I'm going to say she was a 90s dress. That's my guess. It is a button-up dress, so it buttons all the way from the top to the bottom. Let me turn that up there. All the way from the top to the bottom. So the only real issue that I see with this dress, I feel like I could work with the neckline, even though it's giving me like blossom vibes. It's real low. So what I was planning on doing was I am just going to take it up at the shoulders, raise the waist to my natural waistline, and then probably get rid of these awkward flaps. Once it's raised up to about right there, I think, once I take that in from the shoulder, it is a longer dress, so it is a maxi length. I can't get behind the whole like first buttoning just above my navel. This top looks like a vest that hits right at my hip, and then it's got these aren't pockets. This is just like a half peplum, but it hits at the hip, which is to me rather odd. So I was just gonna raise that up so that it hits my natural waist. It'll be just at the ankle, which is a very popular length right now. I think I can make the floral work. It's kind of a moody floral. I think it'll work for fall. I just have to basically unpick where these little things are tied in. And then there's some belt loops, but it did not come with a belt. So that's just got some minor alterations that need to be done. Next, I have just a button-up shirt. It's kind of loud. It's just a short sleeve, you know, button-up, Western style, sleeveless top, and I like it. It's a bolder print than I normally wear on top, but I think I can make it work, and it's going to stay exactly the way it is because it fits well. My next item that I am doing very little to is this red sweater. Now the funny thing about this sweater is I'm pretty sure my grandma has this exact sweater in white. So on me, it is hitting just above my knee. It's very, very long. It is not my size, it is too large. My only plan for this is I'm just gonna take this part of the sweater in just a little bit. So I still want it to fit loose, but not as loose as it is. And then I will take in the sleeves just a little bit. So we'll take that up like that so that they fit me a little bit better. And then I will switch out the buttons for a navy blue button to match the striping around here. And then I will have myself a nice duster length sweater in red. And I think that will look very nice. And now we move on to the part of the pile that I got because I liked the fabric. So first up, I thought this was shorter than it was when I picked it up. I was planning originally to leave it as is because it is, I was gonna take it in because it's a size 14, but I thought it was a lot shorter. I didn't look at the full length of it, I just looked at it folded up. Is this polka dot and brown maxi dress. I'm gonna say this is probably not retro. The label's in really, really good shape. The white labels inside aren't yellowing or anything. They're still very white. So I'm gonna say this is a newer piece. This is not vintage, this is not retro. But it is very much way too big. So my plan for this one is I'm going to either turn this one into a romper by taking in the top and leaving the existing neckline, replacing the elastic in the waist so that it fits me, and then turning the bottom into some shorts or some culottes. I might have to add a side zipper when I do that to once I fit it to my body, but that is one idea. My other idea for this piece is I might turn it into a pinafore. So either a pinafore or overall shorts. I haven't decided quite yet, but it is going to become significantly shorter. This is going to become fitted. So this will either be a bib up here and then shorts or a skirt on the bottom, or it will be shorts or culottes on the bottom. And the remaining fabric I'm going to turn into a nice bandana for Liza. So there is that one, and it goes in a separate pile. Next I have this button up here. I actually really, really like the blue and pink polka dots. I think this is a really nice color, but I don't like this pattern. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the shirt patterns I have for a tank top, and I'm going to unpick the sleeves completely, and I will use the sleeves as the top portion of the shirt and connect it to the existing bottom portion of the shirt. Replace the buttons so that they all match, because the bottom buttons are black and the top buttons are this very retro shaft button that I don't really like very much. But I really, really do like the polka dots. So that one is going to be a full rework, but a little less work than the brown dress. Next, I have this shirt dress. So this is very confusing to me. I really, really love the print of this dress. I don't even mind the length, and it does have pockets, which is amazing. What bothers me about this dress is that on the skirt portion, there is a faux placket. And then on the back of the shirt, there are buttons. So that's gotta be fixed. Sounds like my husband just got home. All right, and last but not least, I've got this interesting shirt dress. The main issue with this is just it's too big. So all I'm planning to do here is just shorten the waist a bit and maybe take it up a little bit at the bottom because it is rather long. It does come with a soft-covered belt and belt loops, and the skirt is pleated, so I'm not going to do anything with that. I do like the collar it came with. It's kind of a rounded collar, and this purple is very lovely. So that is it. That is everything. Alright, that's all I have for you today. If you liked this video, you enjoyed seeing everything that I was able to get for free, leave it in the comments down below and I will make more videos like this. I'm really hoping that you enjoy the new content that I'm creating, and I hope to show you more of the things I enjoy. Have a wonderful day.